Hi there. I wanted to make a brief video on cognitive behavioral therapy, also called CBT. And the reason I wanted to do this is that it's a very common form of therapy. And if you go to a therapist's website or Psychology Today and you look at a therapist profile, it will often list the theoretical approach or theoretical orientation, and it's really common to see CBT. So I wanted to explain what that is. So cognitive behavioral therapy is simply our cognitions or our thoughts and how it affects our behavior, and then in turn how we feel based on that. So with cognitive therapy, behavioral therapy, we're looking at those thoughts, and if they're limiting us, if they are keeping us from feeling good or moving forward in life, we look at how to change those thoughts through reframing and different techniques. So those negative or limiting thoughts, in therapy, you will often hear them referred to as cognitive distortions. I'm going to just review a list of some cognitive distortions. I'm not going to go into detail about them right now because I'll make some different videos that addresses some of these. But just from the names, I think you'll have a pretty good idea of what some of these cognitive distortions are and maybe be able to identify some that you might do. So there's all or nothing thinking, that's black and white thinking. It's this or that. There's no in between. There's no other way of looking at something. Overgeneralization, mental filters, disqualifying the positive, jumping to conclusions, mind reading, fortune telling or predicting the future, catastrophizing, emotional reasoning, should statements, labeling and mislabeling, and personalization. So those are some of the more common ones you might hear. So yeah, just that's a brief overview. One of the things that I like to do in therapy, it's called demystifying the therapeutic process. So sometimes you hear all of these psychological terms and you're thinking, oh, what is that? Like, that's kind of different and weird, and I don't know if I want to go and do this, but it's really just looking at our thoughts and how they're affecting us. I've always loved the quote, watch your thoughts for they become your words, watch your words for they become your actions, watch your actions for they become your habits, watch your habits for they become your character, and watch your character for it becomes your destiny. So I think that that quote is another way of looking at the idea of looking at our thoughts. And depending on those thoughts, what happens, what do we make of our lives based on the things that we're believing about ourselves or others or the world. So it's good work, and it's not as maybe confusing as it might sound when you see something like cognitive behavioral therapy. So that's what this video is about. I am going to move on to my next video, which is talking about one of these cognitive distortions, catastrophization. All right, have a great day.